If you've got a spreadsheet in this kind of format, you may be thinking it's impossible to turn this into a table, but I'm going to show you how you can do that. The key thing with a table is there can't be gaps. And that's a big problem in this layout here because we've got a lot of empty spaces in here that we don't really need. An easy way to find the gaps is just to auto fit all our columns right away. Let's see where those gaps are. And so as you can see, there's a lot of fields here that aren't all in the same column. So I'm going to start by just pulling everything into column A, just to make sure that everything is lining up and everything is in the right section. So this can be a little bit tedious, but once you've got it set up, what you can do is make sure that all your headers, all your fields are in the same place. And then that way, once you do that, it's going to be a lot easier then to be able to convert this into a table and use drop downs as you normally would in a table format. So now once you've actually removed some of them, then you can start by deleting these columns. So this one, I see there's nothing in here. And an easy way to check, by the way, if I select an entire column and I see this count, it tells me to count 3. There's 3 items in here. If nothing shows up, I'm free and clear to delete that because nothing is in that column. Now I select column B, nothing shows up. So I know that I'm okay to delete that. Same with this one. If I select these ones, again, nothing showing up here. So I know I'm safe to delete all that. So now I've done that. I'm going to also remove this line here because nothing in there, not adding any value for me. And so now it's a whole lot cleaner. Now, the one thing I still may want to do is concatenate these dates because I've got them on multiple lines, which again, isn't ideal. So I'm going to use the concat function to select March 31 and and 2025. And I'm going to copy this across. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to copy this and hit Control-Shift-V to paste this value. So I no longer have formulas. And now, again, I can delete this since this is no longer needed. And I'm just going to create a gap here just so it's not all connected. So now if I go to Insert Table, we can see now it's correctly detecting the outer limits of my table. And I can specify that my table has headers. I'm going to click OK. And now just like that, I've got my table set up and I can use the drop down. So if I want to look at specific items, it's possible to do so. And so as you can see, it can be a little bit tedious to set that up the first time, but the key thing is just really just finding those gaps, deleting them. And then once you do that, you have the availability to convert that into a table, use custom formatting, whatever the case you want.